Today we're going to go over safety razors and why so many people are switching to a safety razor over cartridge razors is because the expense. Prices are going up and people are trying to cut down costs that they use daily. A razor is one of those things that you can do because you shave every day, every other day, whatever. A lot of people are switching over to safety razors because once you make your investment in a razor, regardless of whichever one you buy, the blades for these things are just dirt cheap. You can get these razor blades as low as 8 cents a piece. Yes. I mean, that's dirt cheap. So 8 cents a shave, figure it out. Gillette Fusions, I was spending $50 on, 10 cartridge razors that would last me, I don't know, a few months. Manscape Plow is a huge company. They do a lot of advertising, and I use a lot of their products. I use this to, trim up my goatee or a beard if I have one. And if you're already in that ecosystem, they make this Manscape Plow 2.0, which honestly is a very good shave. So, a lot of people, when they buy a safety razor for the first time, you just use your regular shaving gel or shaving cream on your face. Well, I did the same thing. And one of the reasons why I switched to a safety razor was I used to get so much irritation and ingrown hairs down here on my lower neck. It was bad. I mean, it was really bad. And it was embarrassing to me. So I needed to find something better for my skin, just for my own sake. And that's what I found with safety razors. So I'm going to use Cello. This is sold on Amazon as well. It's very inexpensive. It's got like a cherry almond smell. I can only smell cherry. Some people say they can smell almond. Regardless, to use a nice shaving cream with a brush is to take a shaving brush. Now, they also sell this pre-shave gel. Now, I've got 4 days of growth, so I've got quite a bit of growth. So I'm going to use a pre-shave as well with this. So it just comes in this little handy dandy little bottle here. I'm just going to take 1 drop of it. Boom. That's it, right? So I'm just going to wipe that into my hands, put it on my face where I'm going to shave, right? Simple. Then rinse it off your hands. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, this is just a synthetic brush. I highly recommend a synthetic brush when you're starting out because the boar and badger brushes, they're a little harder to create a lather with, and everyone's switching to these synthetic brushes. This one's from the Razor Company, and it's like $15 or $16. And I'll link all this stuff below. So what I do is I just put this on dry over top of that gel. Now you don't have to use the gel if you don't want to, but I just have to take down so much growth. I want to make sure it's good. All right, so I got it painted on my face. Very simple. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch down on this brush. I got some water in my sink basin here and just dip it in, right? And then now break the backbone. And then just start creating a lather. Now this Cello has been around forever. It's from Italy. A lot of people will buy Parasso for their first shaving cream. I did. I find out that this stuff right here is better. At least better for me. But this is all inexpensive products that you can use. Once I get that on my face, I'm going to let it sit on there wet. And I'm going to go ahead and load in this razor. Now, how do you load a safety razor? Well, this is a 3-piece razor, right? The handle here is brass, which gives it a lot of weight. And the top cap and the base plate here are made out of zinc alloy, which is just a cheap, it's like pot metal, all right? But here's the top cap, just to show you what it is, and the base plate, all right? Now, when you have it on right because there's an indentation for this handle to screw into. So that way you have it loaded correctly. I'm just going to go in with, I got this in a variety pack. I haven't used these yet, so I'm just going to take one out. Now you get 10 in here. This is what these double-edged razor blades look like. The nice thing with double-edged razor blades is there's hundreds of these out there. So I recommend to everyone buy a variety pack and find out which blade works good for your face. Now again, I haven't used this blade before. This is what it looks like when it comes out of the package. The cool thing is this one doesn't have any glue on it, which I like. And then now you just take the base plate here, put it on top. I like to pinch it on the sides to hold it. Take the base plate, make sure that indentation's showing on the back side, pinch it again, and then just put on the handle. I gotta say, I've always liked this razor. And again, if you're already in the Manscape ecosystem, this is just an easy way to do it. Now, you always want to check and make sure your blade reveal is aligned correctly, and it is. So now that I got that loaded, I go back in here and work this brush into my face. Now, what this brush is doing is it's lifting up all those hairs. Even though I just jumped right out of the shower and started here to shoot this video, I like to take a shower first. Some people just use a hot towel. That's not enough for me. If you have sensitive skin, take a shower first, and I'm gonna tell you, your results are gonna be so good. Now, what you're gonna find is when you switch to this safety razor, you're gonna get a better shave. So, rule of thumb is hold this at a 30-degree angle and then shave with it. So I'm gonna go what they call with the grain. So I'm gonna go, my hair grows down on my cheeks right here. It grows down. On my upper neck here, where my jawline is, it grows from my chin to my ears, right? And then from my Adam's apple right here, it grows up. So I'm gonna go with the grain on this pass. So find your spot. I'm gonna cut in a little bit of a sideburn here. Now, some people are going to tell you, oh, pull your skin. You don't have to do that. Just shave with it. Okay? I mean, do you see how much growth this is removing? Just with one pass? It's crazy. Come on, America. Good shit here. All right, same thing. Let me cut this in. I get a little bit of hair that grows right there, so I always like grabbing that. But just look how well that does. I mean, you can't make this up. Look how clean that cuts. Okay, so good. Lovely. I'm going to start using these blades. It's the first time I've ever used one. Now, Manscaped is going to give you some blades, but again, you're going to find that when you buy a variety pack, you're going to find blades that work better for your face and skin type than, you know, probably what they give you. Just going to be completely honest with you there. So I'm just going to go up top here. I'm going to cut in my goatee. That's good. Let's give this a rinse. Pretty amazing how well this razor shaves. I mean, for the price point, now it's like number 6 on Amazon for best safety razor. What's above it is a Henson razor, but a lot of people aren't going to want to spend, you know, $70, or I'm sorry, they're $80 on Amazon. If you buy Henson direct, they're, you know, $69. And if you use Ohio_shaves, you're going to get 100 free blades as well, that should last you a couple of years. All right, so that's my first pass. Honestly, I could stop right here. I do want to cut in a better sideburn there, right? Yeah, make sure I got that where I want it. Yeah, that's good. Now, I could keep going, but if I do, when I'm first learning, I might cause irritation. A lot of people would soap their face back up, go across the grain, right? And then maybe even go against the grain and do a 3-pass shave. You know, when you're first starting out, just go with the grain. Learn how to use this razor, how to set the right angle so you don't cut yourself, because you don't have to press hard with this razor. And that's what I like. And you're gonna get a better shave. Again, my neck was horrible, and now it's not. So once you get all these products, what I found is, after a couple of months, I went out and purchased an Alum Block. Okay, now what this Alum Block's gonna do, you just wanna run this under cold water, wet your face. Now what this Alum Block's gonna do is it's gonna help repair your skin, okay? If you got any razor burn whatsoever, it's gonna tingle a little bit, but it's gonna help repair your skin. Now this is an all natural product. This is not anything added to it, and I recommend Gentleman John or Parker. They come in a case, and I've used both of these types of Alum Blocks, and I highly recommend them. These are gonna last you about a year or two. So again, how much money are you gonna save? So after you get that on, you're gonna wanna rinse that off. Okay. Now you're gonna wanna go in with some sort of aftershave. And obviously, Cello makes a very good aftershave. It has witch hazel in it. I generally use Thayer's, right? Thayer's is something you're gonna wanna get. This is a great way to help repair your face, but the Cello does have some witch hazel in it, so I'm just gonna use it today. And just put it on where you shaved, and you're good to go, my friend. Why would you want to make the switch? Well, for me, it was easy. I was getting ingrown hairs, skin irritation everywhere on my face. When I made the switch, it alleviated that. I learned how to use a safety razor. I don't care which one you buy. This one is just a name brand one that, you know, it's made in China, obviously, and it does very well. Now, there are some, like, I think it's a Band Brawl or whatever. It's like $16. People say it's the same razor. I don't know that for a fact, but reading them, like this one has a brass handle, the other one has a stainless steel handle, but it's like half the price. So regardless of whichever razor you get, learn how to use this thing, save a ton of money, get a better shave, and I'm gonna tell you what, you're gonna notice that your skin's gonna start glowing, and you're gonna start getting compliments and not getting, you know, zits or ingrown hairs. That's what an ingrown hair is, a zit, you know, and you popped it and like 5 hairs are sticking out. You're like, what the hell was that? That's an ingrown hair. So this isn't the easiest thing to learn though. It took me about 10 or 12 shaves to learn, you know, the angle that you're gonna have to get with this thing. But after that, brother, it's smooth sailing after that. And welcome to Ohio Shaves. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. If you have any questions whatsoever, I have over 18,000 subscribers. They all comment in below and answer some of the comments that you have, just because the wet shaving community is so cool. Everybody's really nice, so you don't have to worry about someone bullying you or you think you have a stupid question. There's no stupid question here. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, because I showcase every one of my videos from day one of shaving. So subscribe so you can go back and watch all those videos. But if you like this video right here, then you might be interested in this one right here. Well, thank you so much. You guys have a great week.